Hey, what's up,
We're
everybody?
live.
Welcome to CrowCast episode 29. This episode, we have the wonderful Nathan James joining us very shortly. Incredible news just happened. I mean, it's hit this for six, really, haven't it?
Yeah, completely.
5 minutes before we come on, we find out the news. Van Halen has passed away. Man, there he is. What? We'll get the boys' reaction. I know the boys are devastated too. We'll get the boys' reaction when they come on later. But man, 5 minutes before we went on, that news, like another legend gone.
The truth to that statement, mate, just to jump in, is like I'm taking it in as we speak, because Dave literally just talked about EVH amps.
Yeah.
Head, sorry. We were having a joke over it because we were like saying that we were both saying EVH. And then literally we just said a quick hello to Nathan, made sure Nathan was great. And the next thing you know, message comes through, Eddie Van Halen's passed away. It was just like, wow. Number one, I mean, with everything going on in the world, I'm obviously ignorant. I didn't even know he was ill. So yeah, just a little bit shocked. So it is literally a live reaction.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, and the boys, as we just left them before we came on, everybody in the camp was exactly the same. Like I said, how you go from laughing and joking. We were on about endorsements, and we were on about, like, I think Dave wants to switch to an EVH head. I mean, we'll go into it more with the boys after, but you know, we went from that to literally having the message that he passed away. So yeah, a little bit shocked. Sad news, but I'm sure he'll have the tribute that he deserves. His music will be immortalized. So
100%. You can see all the messages coming up on the screen there. Insane. Literally found out 10 minutes ago. Can't believe it. So sad. I know. It's what a shock.
Yeah. Yeah, I think well, we're new to this, like, live broadcasting, entertaining everybody on a Tuesday night, and this is obviously going to be possibly the first, possibly not the last time it happens. But it is a bit weird to kind of start things up on it, because, like I said, we just come from a situation where we were talking about his equipment and like, you know, his guitar playing and what a great guitarist he is. To literally, honestly, like, if we would have recorded the beginning before we come on you, just like the pre-show, it literally went from that, didn't it? It was mad. Like, literally within minutes, it was just like, wow, Van Halen's dead. It was just like, Jesus Christ. So you're trying to process that. Yeah. And all week, funny enough, I've been listening to, like, versions of our friend's band are learning the cover. So that, like, the guitarist has been putting stuff up, Neil. And then I've seen, so yeah. It's just a weird process. I think I'm still talking out loud to you. Sorry, Shane, and trying to process it, mate.
Well, you know, all the way through the CrowCast now, if anybody went to see him live and stuff, he wants to drop us a message, and we'll talk about it throughout the show. But you know, on with CrowCast episode 29, I suppose.
Yes.
Wow, insane. But we carry on. We'll do a couple of birthdays. Big birthday shout out to Claire Kidd. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, lovely. She says she loves listening to CrowCast each week and wishes us good luck with the Rock Palace show at the weekend. Hope to catch you on the road soon. God, you and me both.
Oh, yes.
And happy birthday, lovely. We got Grant Nan. Hi, Shane. Could you give our daughter Vari a birthday shout out? She is 18 today, and a mention on CrowCast would mean the world to her. She first saw you guys play back in February at the Cat House gig. She adores the music and almost has got as much Crows merch as me. Keep up the brilliant work with the CrowCast, and thanks for all you do for us fans. Thank you, Grant. Happy birthday, Vari. Hope you've had a lovely day. We got another one here, a couple of shout outs actually. Hi Shane, Dagmar. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Dagmar got in touch and asked if we could please give out a shout out to her daughter, Katerina and all the kids and their parents were struggling to prepare for the upcoming 11 plus exams. I know it would mean the world to her to hear a Crow core of encouragement, especially since she looks up to you all every day. And whenever she gets upset, she tells Alexa to play your music to comfort her. That's amazing. Good luck in Germany. They won't know what's hit them. We're all behind you. Thank you, Dagmar. Good luck, everybody, with the exams. And to you too, Katerina. Thinking of you, lovely. It's going to be tough, but get through it. Doesn't define you. It's true, though. It doesn't define you. Whatever happens, try your best. Whatever happens on exams, it doesn't matter. It does matter, but it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? In the long term. Anyway, moving on. Good luck, lovely. John Mitchell got in touch. It's my lovely wife's Rachel's birthday on Friday, and it's her 3rd wedding anniversary on Sunday. She would love to get a mention on the show if possible. It's been a tough year for us for a number of reasons, and I'd just like to tell her, I'll let her know that I love her very much and that with her by my side, I have the strength to get through anything. Love you, Rachel. That's lovely, John. Happy birthday, Rachel.
Happy birthday, Rach.
On Friday, and their 3rd wedding anniversary on Sunday. Congratulations, both.
That's amazing. Amazing.
And that's all the birthdays and shout-outs.
Fabulous. Shall we bring in a guest? He's ready. We know his mic is working. I'm excited for it.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Nathan James.
Hey.
How's it going, buddy?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very well, mate. Very well. Look at that piano, looking very grand. Look at that backdrop. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's terribly out of tune, but it looks great.
But it looks great. I love that. That's like my drum kit. That is, Nathan. It looks pretty, but it's out of tune.
How we doing, man?
What's that?
How we doing, buddy?
I'm really good. Yeah. Just really bored now. We've had a really busy period with getting the album done and announcing stuff, and now there's like that lull. You know, that moment where you're just like, great. What do I do now for the next 3 months? So just teaching a lot and eating, drinking gin. It's basically been my whole lockdown. So
I know what you mean, mate. Well, it hasn't been gin for me. It's been whiskey and sort of selling comfort and
oh, lovely.
Yeah, I know. So this album, man. So how long been working on that?
We started writing it pretty much last year on tour. We started coming up with ideas during sound checks and stuff, and then we finally recorded it in the mighty Wales.
Of course.
Back in April, and we did it over 3 weeks, and it's great, and it's lovely being in Wales. Although it was lockdown, so we didn't get to go out and smash up fuel or whatever but we did have a good time, and yeah, it was lovely being in the Bay making an album.
All right, you stayed in the Bay.
Yeah, we stayed in a penthouse in the Bay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and we were recording with Rameses obviously. So
cool.
Yeah, it was just brilliant. What a lovely place, and he's such a nice guy. So good at his job.
Yeah, man, he's the business. Fair play. Actually, no, it rings a bell. There was a seagull. Is that when the seagull did his? He threw up on your balcony.
Yeah,
didn't see this, Ron.
It's wild. This seagull got stuck on our balcony of this 14th floor penthouse, and apparently that when they're scared, they chunder to like scare you away. Obviously, we weren't going to jump off the balcony, so he had to. We ended up shooing him away, but it left a horrible stain. Who knew?
I've never seen a seagull throw up like that before. That's
it was on Instagram Live, wasn't it? It was literally like I was live at the time. Dirty bastard.
Yeah. So COVID didn't really interrupt your plans? Were you on the road? Were you or did you always kind of we know the score with bands, you kind of schedule in, right, we're gonna do the writing and the recording and this. Is that where you fell and you were able to kind of overcome it slightly, or?
We managed to get the majority of the writing done before lockdown happened, which was nice. I kept going up to London and writing with the boys, and they'd come down here to Devon. And then when it actually came to the album, we just kept pushing it back. You know how it was at the beginning of the year when all your dates got pulled as well. I remember.
Yeah.
As soon as all that stuff was happening, we just thought, let's push it back. And we pushed back the release, I think, by about a month. But yeah, it's still coming out early next year, so pretty cool.
Amazing. Anything different from the other two albums for Inglorious fans?
Oh yeah, loads. It's our first produced record that isn't by just a band. So obviously we had Rameses with us the whole time, so he's really been a big influence on the sound and arrangements and stuff that just we've never had as a band before. Like Inglorious has always been myself and the members producing the records and recording live.
Right.
Whereas this time we've made a really modern sounding rock record. And it's just sounds enormous. You know what his sound is like. Ramesh's sound is so big.
Yeah.
And to hear this band with that is really cool. Totally different. But yeah, very, very happy with it. Hi, Claire. Oh, this is cute. Sarah Harris. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, I spoke to Rameses in the week, and he was just singing you guys' praise and just says the album sounds huge. He's really proud of it.
It's all down to him. We're terrible, so.
There he is. There he is.
Hey, there he is.
Perfect. Amen.
You shall appear. There we go.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we worked with Rameses in the past, and he just gets it when you give him something, and he really gets invested into the songs. And yeah, once he's over that arrangement, he's brilliant to work with. Like, so.
Yeah, as a singer, I'm sure you get this, Shane. Like, it's so hard finding a sound that you're really, really happy with. It's such a different instrument to anyone else. That I find it sometimes it's really hard to get that real crisp quality and that sound that you want to hear from your own vocal. Yeah. But Rameses got it in about 5 minutes. This microphone that I sang on, the Jay-Z microphone, is just the best thing I've ever heard in my life. And he's mixed me, and I sound all right. So there we go.
No, I know exactly what you mean, mate. We've been fortunate to play at some quality sort of studios and stuff, and they've had incredible sort of ranges of microphones. Some cost more than like my house. And you try them all, and you're thinking, oh, this microphone's amazing, but it's not, as you said, it's not the sound I'm looking for. Then you kind of question yourself, this microphone's amazing, is it me, blah blah blah. But I've always liked the microphones with the large sort of diaphragm and stuff, and that's really works with my vocal. But I remember recording with Rameses, he just said, try this microphone, and tried it straight away, bang. It didn't have to try microphones. He kind of knew the sound of my voice and just picked the right microphone, and we were off to the races. He knows his stuff, man. He knows his stuff.
And it's stuff that not everyone will understand, you know, like stuff that people, it's like when guitarists talk about tone, do you know what I mean? And I'm sitting there going, cool. like I care, or like I know, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But it does make a difference to us, you know, that's all we've got to worry about is our microphone. So it's got to be right. I saw a comment just then. What was that? How's your new motor? Was that?
Yeah. How's the new vehicle going?
It's really good. Thank you, whoever that is. I got my first car during lockdown, which is pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I learned to drive only 2 years ago when I moved to Devon. And I got my first car, and it's my dream car, and I'm really happy. I got a Range Rover.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
And you need one in the country. You absolutely need one. So yeah, I've been rolling around looking like a farmer / drug dealer for the last few weeks.
For a second, I thought you were going to say you've got a tractor or something. Then
I've got a tractor as well. I have a John Deere tractor which I drive, but yeah, it's not very quick. I'll be honest.
Down the Tesco's in there, can you? Brilliant.
Have you picked anything up during the lockdown? Any new hobbies? Any because like with us, I've dabbled with barbecuing, and Shane with drinking. It just seems to be a habit, and we've spoken to other musicians and stuff, and people have gone into gardening. People have gone into. Do you know what I mean? It's just really cool, like, you know.
Yeah, I think mine was cooking and baking. I became that annoying banana bread guy.
Same.
Was that you as well? Must be a singer thing. We just love banana. No, I was really annoying with the baking and the cooking and making homemade pasta, fresh pasta every day. And
oh wow,
yeah,
wow.
I mean, 2 stone later, right? But it was great. We're not going on stage for like another 6 months. I'm going to eat.
Oh, don't make. We had a real shock because obviously we were hitting a couple of whiskies on you, so we were staying up late and having a chat and making plans for about a year's time. And then I reverted to barbecuing and cooking meringues. He was cooking. He was doing banana loaves. And then we had the call about doing Planet Rock, the live TV thing. Oh, so he's like, shit, right, that's it. No more drinking. So we did a proper crash diet, running up hills and everything, trying to get back into shape. Then it was almost like, right, I said to Shane, I was like, I'm going to stay in this gear now. I said, I don't want no more surprises. I'm going to eat well. That lasted for about a week and a half. Then I went back to doing meringues and I was like, we're not playing now. You know, everything's cool and I'll get back into the fitness. And then all of a sudden we've got this German TV show this weekend, which, we've just been kind of trying to strip back everything and it's back to running and back to, shit. So,
do the Rockstar diet from the 80s. We all know that one.
But it seems to be the new thing. Is this something that you guys are looking at, or because I know a lot of bands are kind of like, oh, I'm not sure, because, you know, we're the same as you, man. We thrive off that crowd and that energy.
I was obviously a bit scared about even announcing dates. Not that I was reluctant. Obviously, our agent, we have the same agent now, which is pretty cool. He knows what he's doing. You got to totally trust these people. I just want everyone to be safe. Like, that's ultimately all I want. So next year, if these shows go ahead, amazing. If not, they're not going to get cancelled. They're only going to get postponed. These shows will happen at some point in the future. Live music isn't disappearing. It will happen in some way, in some shape, in some form. So, yeah, I think what's really cool about this is seeing fans buy so many tickets. Like our tickets after the first day were so strong because people are desperate to get out there. Yeah. And people, so am I as a fan. Like, there's so many gigs that I've missed out on this year. I think, who was I supposed to see? Whitesnake and someone else I was supposed to see. Foreigner I was supposed to see. I was supposed to see Lady Gaga at Tottenham Stadium. And I've missed out on all these great gigs. So, I'm looking forward to going to gigs myself, not just doing them.
Well, I was hoping to take the wife to watch Adam Lambert and Queen. I promised her that. I think Muse. I think the boys had tickets for Aerosmith. So there was some. You're right, man. There's been some corkers this year that have been postponed. Black Crows as well.
Yeah, it's not the end. They will do it. You know, like, we just have to be safe until then. I think that's my little bit of advice.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you said earlier, you kind of get into a momentum with the band, and then you're just looking for other little pockets then. Like we've been doing the same, funny enough. So we went in the dip of everything started getting cancelled. Then it was, right, we'll try the live TV streaming thing. Right now we're back in a rehearsal room, so that's fab. We'll keep that going and we'll try the writing. So we're finding ways to keep busy and keep the just keep the brain active and keep creative and keep ourselves super positive, like, you know. So
we're the same. We were so busy doing the album, obviously, and then when that got finished up, you know what it's like. You have to think about the artwork, and then you have to think about the music videos, and then you have to think about everything that goes with releasing an album. So that's kept me busy, and also teaching. I think myself, Danny, Dan, and Vinny in the band all teach on Zoom. So we've been doing a lot of teaching, which has just kept the wolf from the door. You know, like, I know it looks like I live in a giant mansion, but this isn't this is my parents. So I still have to, do you know what I mean? I still got things to do. and I'm an idiot. I bought a stupid car with a big engine which needs lots of fuel. So I need to keep that coin coming in that I've lost, because all of my gigs, and I was supposed to do some other stuff that I don't know if I'm even allowed to talk about, but there was the Led Zeppelin show with Planet Rock at the Palladium with an orchestra that had sold out in like a couple of weeks that I was supposed to do this week, and it's not happening. It's just heartbreaking. Like, what an amazing venue, amazing singing. One of my songs is Kashmir, and I get to sing Kashmir.
Oh man,
massive orchestra and like just mind-blowing stuff, and that's not going to happen. And then I've had another tour next year, which isn't with Inglorious, it's with another project that I do, which I'm not really allowed to say, but that's now been postponed till the following year. So like all my income is being just pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. So yeah, it's that or OnlyFans, isn't it, I suppose?
Who was drumming? Who was drumming on that Led Zeppelin? Was it?
It's Harry from Snake Charmer and
Wow, very cool.
Panda,
yeah, very cool.
Great.
Yeah, Shane knows him very well. It's that groove, man. When you just said you were singing that song, that's like that. Yeah, that's just my favorite. And with an orchestra, that's it right there. Like, you know, oof.
I'm depressed about that. So God knows how you feel about it. That's unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah, but these things, they're getting postponed. They're not getting cancelled. They're just having the dates moved. So yeah, there's still things to look forward to, and I'm just trying to remain as positive as possible, because otherwise we go absolutely mental, won't we? Like,
yes.
Joe Woodfield, when's the new album out? I'm not allowed to announce just yet, but it'll be out early next year, and we'll be announcing the exact date in about 4 weeks' time. There you go.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I was going to ask about War of the Worlds before we dabble back any further, but what was that like to get that phone call? Because that's when I grew up as a kid. I had the vinyl, so I always used to go to bed
You're not
with
that old. There's no
I genuinely, honestly used to have the vinyl. I've got it somewhere down my dad's. I'm going to try and dig it out. But the original vinyl, which obviously was my dad's, and I just used to play that, and that's how I used to go to sleep. Like, you know, it was stunning. You know, you're in the narration, and it's the noises as well with it's incredible. The atmospheric noises.
Really groundbreaking. There's a fantastic fact about the War of the Worlds, and I hope it's true, but apparently 1 in 5 homes in the UK had a copy of it. That's how big it was.
Wow.
That's an enormous amount of copy. I think it's still, to this date, the 40th biggest selling album of all time worldwide.
Wow.
So it's incredibly famous, and Jeff is a legend. Wow, to work with him is just wonderful. And he even used my voice. He got me to record the song that I do in the show, which is Thunderchild, when they did this interactive, like, virtual experience in London. Mm-hmm. So when you were going round, when you got to this giant boat room and you sat in the boat and you're like fighting the Martians, my voice is like blaring in your ears, which was amazing to be there. And it's amazing to be part of those kind of things, you know, because that album's been out 40 years. So you have to try and bring something new to it.
Yeah.
Every time. And I'm lucky enough that he's a fan of my voice and what I do. So super, super lucky. Yeah.
Wow. So let's talk about you growing up, Nathan. When did it start, bud? When did you find out that you could sing?
Honestly, when I was probably, I think I was 11, and I didn't know I could sing, but my head teacher at my primary school said to my mum, he pulled her aside and was like, "Look, Nathan can sing." And she was like, "No, he can't." And then he said, "No, honestly, I'm going to put him forward for this concert. It's in front of 1,500 people, and he gets to sing a solo if he gets it." And I got it. So my first ever live performance at 11 was in front of 1,500 people with an orchestra. And when I watch the video now, like, obviously I'm a show off. I love singing. I love performing. It's in my blood. In the video of me at 11 years old with my short back and sides and my blonde tips, you see like you see the moment I fall in love with it. Like you actually see my little face, like look at all those people and not be scared at all. I literally was like, this is brilliant. Like this is what I'm supposed to do. And from that moment on, I just, I've sung ever since. And I've got my first kind of, what's that?
What song were you singing?
Oh my God, it was awful. It was an American songbook song, but it was a song called Little Liza Jane. It's like a little, I'm not going to do your rendition now, don't worry. But I would love to see the video. Not a chance, Joe. Bless you for trying.
So before that then, Nathan, so was that like a spontaneous thing then? So you just tried out with your music teacher and then found your voice, or was there sort of singers and bands that you looked up to and thought, did you always have the passion for it, but then never tried it, or?
Yeah, I didn't really discover my love of rock till I was about 15. And it originally came from, I went on a school trip to see We Will Rock You, the Queen musical in London.
Right. Yeah.
I happened to be there on the night that Brian May was on stage. And I remember him coming up, no one knew he was there, and he came up from the pit on a platform with loads of smoke and the red special, and he was just, and I honestly, I get shivers thinking about it now, like my hair's just gone off my arm. It was that moment that I knew, I was like, this is incredible. Like, I want to be able to sing like those people. I want to sing like Freddie. I discovered Freddie. Then I discovered Glenn Hughes. Then I discovered Coverdale. At first, I thought Glenn Hughes was a black woman for literally about 5 years. I had no idea. Honestly, I couldn't believe his voice. I was like, and then I set about trying. I would set myself targets with songs. So I was like, I want to be able to sing that song in the next like month. So I'd work my ass off to get to a stage where I could do it. And I just kept doing that. And I had a vocal coach from when I was about 15, who I still see now to this day, which is pretty cool. She's amazing. And she's the reason I can do it night after night. Because I'm sure like it's not hard to hear like what I'm doing isn't natural sometimes, you know, it's so high and it's so intense that you need that kind of safety there. And it's all tricks, really. I'm a big con. Like, it's all just me manipulating my voice, but it sounds impressive when you've got it on a great microphone and you know what you're doing. But yeah, I'm all about that. I'm all about the technique in order to be able to do it night after night, because so many bands I see, and especially it's totally opposite ends of the spectrum. The really old bands and the really young bands, they don't quite have the stamina or the technique. And I like seeing a band where I can listen to the singer and feel safe in their vocal. I'm not asking them tricks. I'm just asking them for me to listen and feel not on edge. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to enjoy it. I don't want to be like, oh, are they going to get to that note? Like, I want it to kick me in the face. So yeah, that's where the like singing kind of came from, I suppose.
Wow, I think you're selling yourself a bit short there as well, dude. It's not all just tricks. You've got a hell of a voice.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'll take that from you because you're Welsh.
Oh, incredible, dude. Incredible. Your range is ridiculous. You've met Coverdale, though, haven't you?
Yeah. I see, I'm so excited. I told this story a little bit earlier on an interview. We exchanged words on Twitter. He's very active on Twitter, which I try and be, like you guys try and be on all your social medias. It's really important to me to give time to these fans, and I am a fan of his. So we're on the same label, and he once invited me backstage at Wembley. I went backstage, and then he had to be rushed off because he wasn't feeling very well, so I didn't get to meet him. Heartbroken. I was absolutely gutted. And then we're doing these festivals, and we had him on the same two festivals on a Friday and a Saturday. And I know his guitarist Joel really well. I was in Trans-Siberian Orchestra in America with Joel. So I was like, Joel, now's the time. Like, I've got to meet him. He's my god. So Joel tried the first day. His tour manager wouldn't let me anywhere near him at all. He was like untouchable. And then the next day, we actually had a crash that first day on the way to the gig. like in Switzerland. So Inglorious, our van crashed with 3 of us in, and the driver was like 80, and it was absolutely terrifying. I was really shaken up, and we had to be on stage 2 hours later. So next day, I'm like stood backstage during Whitesnake at Grass Pop, and I'm going, God, I wish I was on the side of stage. I wish I was on the side. And their guitar tech looked at me and went, and I was like, me? He's like, yeah, come here. And he went and got me from security. He said, look, you look like the biggest Whitesnake fan in the world. Do you want to watch the gig? Yeah. Yeah, of course I do. So I'm stood there in guitar world, and it's coming up to the drum solo. Coverdale obviously gets off stage, because what a drum solo is, shit, I'm joking. So I'm on there, and he's walking off.
Saying that, sorry to cut you off there. He thinks the same, mind. Our drummer thinks the same.
I absolutely hate them. If I was in any band, if I did a gig with you and you're like, right, there's a part of this set, I want you to do a drum solo, I would be like, I would rather play the spoons, mate. I would rather come down and play the fucking spoons for 5 minutes and try and be more creative with spoons, because I just see them as building a shed. To other drummers, it's pretty cool. You can go, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do Mama Dada, I can do fucking. But to other people, they do the nodding for 10 seconds, and after that, they're just like, how long does it go on for? It's fucking, there's just no. So yeah, man, sorry. Yeah.
It gives everyone an opportunity to go for a piss. That's how you got to look at it. So when Coverdale is walking off stage, he's literally walking off stage to come and get dry for his next number, because he has a hairdryer backstage, and he puts his new shirt on. And I'm there, and he walked off stage, put his mic stand down, looked at me in the eye and went, Nathan, darling. And I freaked out. I screamed like a girl. It was so loud. I was like, ah! I couldn't actually believe he knew my name. Came over to me, big sweaty hug. He was like, I'll be 2 seconds, went into his little thing, got beautiful again, came out. And the first thing he said was, how are you? And I was like, I'm fine. He was like, you were in a car crash yesterday. And I was like, David, I was. Thank you so much. Like, I'm fine. I knew I was in a car crash. Like, it's just mad. Like, he's a really nice guy. I've met Glenn thousands of times. Like, I love Glenn. Glenn's like my uncle, mentor. He's just a wonderful human being. But David always was just that little bit too far until that day. And yeah, it's been wonderful. It's lovely when you meet people and they're great, you know.
Yeah, man, that's an amazing story. Wow, that's incredible. We're looking forward to meeting Glenn, because, well, we're supposed to be going on tour with the Dead Daisies now in February, praying that it happens. As you said, though, it will at some point. But yeah, it'd be great to meet up with Glenn and the boys. We've never met Glenn.
Oh, he's wonderful.
Is he really? Again,
he's just the sweetest man and the best singer. The best singer, pound for pound, for his age in the world. I don't. There's no one that comes close. Like, I can dream of those kind of notes, you know.
Wow.
And the thing is, he keeps quite a busy schedule as well, because when he was doing the Deep Purple experience, when he was like constantly on the road. If he wasn't in Europe, he was back in Britain. Then he was over the States, then back in Europe, then back over to Britain. It just didn't look like he was going to stop. Like, you know, it was, which is incredible. Like you said, it's a true tip the hat moment to a singer, because he was just, you know, rampant with the touring, like, you know. So
which is, and he says, like, when he performs, like, what you have to understand is what a miracle that is from someone who literally got fired from Black Sabbath for being more of a drug addict than Ozzy Osbourne. Think about that. Like, how fucked up were you? Ozzy was a better choice than you. And he's very open about it. He's struggled with these demons, and he's conquered them, and thank goodness, because that's what's kept his voice. Like, his voice is because he took time to get well, and he really knows what he's doing. He's also phenomenal. I've learned so many little things from him. He was wearing this little patch around his neck, and this is really interesting actually for you, Shane. You know what it's like when we get little bugs, or we're going on public transport, or we're going on a plane, and people are coughing, especially at the minute. and this little patch here would collect like dirty germs and like neutralize the initial air around your throat. It would like get rid of bad bacteria. So he had this little thing on, and I was like, what's that? And he's like, it gets rid of all the like germs, and it like collects like bad germs. I was like, that's amazing. Like really cool little thing. I've no idea. I had one, and but yeah, I haven't used it for a while because obviously we don't travel anymore. None of us do gigs anymore. So it's really handy to have. Yeah, I've learned a few little tricks. And he tried my shoes on because we've both got enormous feet. And that was pretty cool when he tried my Jeffrey West boots on.
I was going to say that patch, does it stick on? Because you'd have trouble with that hairy chest there, mate.
I know. Tom Jones. No, I've got it's like on a little lanyard thing.
Oh, right.
It's quite incognito, but it just keeps you well. I'm all about vocal health, which is why I studied singing for so long. And yeah, that's what I try and keep my voice in tip-top shape. Apart from when I'm on the
that before. I'll check that out.
Yeah, check it out. I can't remember. I'll send you a little link if I find it.
Thank you, brother.
That's right, buddy.
So just backtracking, you obviously you set yourself bars with like Glenn and other singers and that. Did you go more into the West End style of singing first, or did you think, no, I want to get into a rock band in school or college, or
this is I've told this story, and it sounds ridiculous, but I started my performing career and my singing career singing as a blue coat on a holiday park.
Cool. No,
So-
that's cool.
Like Shane Ritchie or Bradley Walsh or like any of those kind of people. And I was singing every night. And back then, when I was 16, that was when you could smoke indoors. So we were in a smoky clubhouse at 16. I was 150 miles away from home. So I was getting up to all sorts of mischief, being an absolute terror, and just loving it. I just really enjoyed it, it got my stamina up, and it got me singing all different styles of music. Mm-hmm. After that, I went over to America, and I was on a cruise ship for a year for Royal Caribbean. And that was all pop music. So it was Elton John, it was Stevie Wonder, Billy Joel, all artists kind of like that I was doing in the shows on there. So I went around the whole of America, South America, Hawaii, Alaska when I was about 18. Came back and then got my first theatre job, which was a show sponsored by Harley Davidson called Route 66, and it was singing all the classic American stuff. I was singing Bon Jovi and Guns N' Roses, the Eagles, like just great stuff. And then I got Thriller Live, the Michael Jackson musical, which I did for a year. And just after that, I got asked to be on The Voice, and I didn't get through, which was at the time so frustrating because I didn't even want to necessarily be on the show. They kind of begged me to go on the show, and they scouted me. It was for the first series, so I was all excited and then initially disheartened when I didn't get through. Then I walked off stage and had a phone call from Andrew Lloyd Webber's company asking me to be on their show because they knew I hadn't got through. And I did that, but knowing at the time I'd already had an offer from the Trans-Siberian Orchestra in America of a US arena tour, 60 dates, full US visa.
Yeah.
Being in a band with Al Petrelli, who was in Megadeth, Alice Cooper's band, John O'Reilly from Rainbow on the drums, like just incredible band. And yeah, when I eventually got kicked off that show, I flew straight to America and did a 60-day US arena tour. And then on that tour, I got discovered by a guy called Derek Shulman, who's the guy that signed Bon Jovi in the 80s. He also re-signed AC/DC when they did their comeback kind of launch, and he signed Dream Theater and Nickelback and all these kind of bands. And he acted kind of as my A&R and shopped me around to labels, and then I signed with Frontiers, and then I put the band together.
Very cool. Very cool. I love that.
That's not bad, is it?
Wow, I think people tend to think like that I'm some I think the general consensus is that I'm a bit of a pompous twat who kind of just got it all handed on a plate. But when you hear the story, I genuinely did work from a horrible, shitty clubhouse in a holiday park in Devon to, well, now main stage download or whatever the gig is, And yeah, I'm really, really proud of my journey. I'd never shy away from it. Yeah, and I'm really lucky that I've never, to this day, touch wood, I've never had to do anything that's not singing. I'm really, really lucky that I have always found a job where I can use my voice.
I love that, and that's what I love about doing this, man. It's not just because we put it up on the Crows thing and that. We haven't got to meet you yet. We were hoping to come across you in a festival or on a bill.
Yeah.
And then I love the whole, you sit backstage, and I don't like it when it's just like, hey man, how are you doing? And you just walk off. I kind of like to know where people have come from or what they've done or little things, exactly like you just said then. If I kind of went on YouTube or whatever, I'm going to hear all about your new records. And it's the same with us. You do the promo stuff. So it's nice to actually sit down and kind of hear that you did that and you worked your ass off. Do you know what I mean? That's the... Because we're no different, dude. We left school, hit all the bars, hit all the shitty clubs, and you do your covers. You work your way up, and then you start your writing, and then then you get turned down for about 20 years. So it's like, okay.
And in regards to the band, I never wanted to start a band because I was so scared of writing. I'd always sung other people's songs for my whole career, and I did pretty well off singing other people's songs, whether it was Michael Jackson's songs or whether it was whoever songs in the show that I was in. Yeah. And the A&R guy who signed Jovi, he said to me, look, I said this to John, you need to write songs. He was like, if you want to be taken seriously, you have to be able to write songs. And I shit myself. I was like, no, I can't write songs. This is going to be awful. I don't know what to say. I don't know what I want to say. And my first writing session, I wrote Unaware, which was on our first record, which was it was A-listed on Planet Rock for about 16 weeks. And I remember thinking, I'm all right at this. I remember being like, maybe I'm okay at this. And I remember writing that first top line and thinking, okay, I can do this. This is fine. And from then on, I've got more and more confident as a writer. And I've always surrounded myself with wonderful, wonderful musicians, regardless of the lineup, and whatever people want to say. I know that I've always had the best musicians in my band, and I feel really, really confident in that. And I'm really happy to have been able to work with so many great players.
So do you play anything yourself, or is it just...
I play that thing, yeah.
When it's in tune.
Yeah. Not about that, really. No, I use it to warm up on, and I write a couple of songs on there. I wrote a song called Black Magic on there that was on our second album, and I've written, bits and pieces on there. But I'm so inspired by a riff. I don't know how you do it, but when someone writes me a riff, I can then write about it. I need to feel that mood of what the songs are gonna sound like, and that always for me comes from a riff.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 with us, the music comes first. It's all about the feeling. What that music is saying to you, and then you write accordingly, and then pull apart on those emotions, those heartstrings, and all those experiences you've had through life. And yeah, man, I'm with you totally there. It's all about the... I'm
not a poet. Do you know what I mean? I don't see myself. David Coverdale says it so eloquently. I never said I was Billy Shakespeare. Do you know what I mean? He's not. He writes songs about what he knows, shagging and wine. That's about it. But they're great. So just write about what you know, and make sure that you're surrounded by great people to do it, and great musicians. And as I said, every time we've done that, every time we've written an album, it's always been that way. Especially on this record, because it was so easy. It was the most wonderful, wonderful experience writing and recording with Rameses and being in Cardiff. Obviously, it was lovely, and I really can't wait to do it again.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it, man. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, and with the new lineup as well, is it exciting playing with the new guys, or it's because I always find somebody always brings something new. Like when we originally started the band, then Dave joined us. It was exactly what we needed. And and then it's great. Then it brings something new to it's a new sound, a new person, new ideas, new vibes. So yeah, it's it's a new toy, it's great.
Yeah,
like
absolutely. And our toy comes in the form of Danny De La Cruz, my lead guitar player, who's just a 20-year-old. He's just a freak. Like, I've never in my life known anyone that plays a guitar like him, and I feel like I've been blessed enough to play. I've performed with the likes of Steve Vai, Uli John Roth, Steve Morse, Al Petrelli, Joel Hoekstra. I've performed with some greats, but Danny, for his age, is exceptional. I've never known anyone like it. And all these riffs that are coming out of him and into our songs are the first ever riffs he's written, because he's still planning, So like these songs, and the first track on our new album is a song called She Won't Let You Go. And me and Danny wrote that song here before he was even in the band. I was writing it with him for his solo project that I was going to be involved in. And then as soon as he was in the band, I was like, we're doing that song. And the riff is just so cool. It's the kind of riff that kids are going to want to go, I want to learn that riff.
Yeah.
I want to play that riff. Yeah, very lucky.
So he's the youngest in the band then?
He's by far, yeah. I'm 32, but I've decided that I'm going to start lying about my age this year. So I'm going to be 32 for the next few years, and then just confuse people, and then they won't know. Do you know what I mean? That's
it's a good plan.
Phil is 33. Vinny's a little bit older. He's a little bit older than Phil, and then Dan is the same age as me as well. But it's so cool at the minute. I don't know if you boys have got kids, but Vinny, our bass player, has just had a baby, and Phil is literally just about to become a dad like any day. So there's like Inglorious babies happening, which is really cool. And I'm getting the baby grows printed, as you can imagine.
I love that.
Yeah, you've got to do it.
Yeah, we've got kids, and I've always made the joke on you in my house. It don't matter what floor you go on, it sounds like a different vibe. Like my boy's really into his modern Stormzy and rap stuff, and then I'll go on to the next part. And my youngest boy is into like theatre, like proper show tunes and stuff, which I grew up with all of that. So it's brilliant, So
amazing.
Yeah, I love that. It's a mixture of everything, So, and Shane's is exactly the same. They're all into their music, so
that's good. That's what you want. I think variety is really important. As you can kind of tell from my story, it's not always just been rock. But if you look at the gods, if you look at the Freddie Mercury's, it's the same sort of thing. Like they're inspired by everything. Classical music. Richie Blackmore is so heavily inspired by classical music and all sorts of different styles, and I think that's important. It's important to keep it fresh.
Definitely.
I 100% agree with you. We got so many influential sort of. I'm the same, bud. I mean, I grew up. I did all the sort of pubs and clubs. I sang everything from pop to rock. And then, as you said, Freddie Mercury was like huge. I think he was the first guy I looked at and just thought he didn't give a shit. He was just, he wasn't trying to be anything but himself. And he just wasn't afraid to do that. I think that's the first entertainer I saw on stage and just thought, even though he's playing to all those people, he doesn't care. It's just completely him.
I'm a massive Freddie fan. Like, oh my goodness. I remember one of the first songs when I was 15 that I was like, I'm going to learn how to sing that was Who Wants to Live Forever?
Yeah, tune. Yeah.
Oh, and when it goes that last chorus and it's Who Wants to Live? It's so high, but his voice just, it's so beautiful. So yeah, he's a real chameleon of a vocalist, and to be able to do the opera stuff as well. And
yeah,
I'm inspired by that. I don't think you don't have to just be good at one specific style. You can try and take things from everything. And I think someone like Glenn is a good example of that, who's got that powerful, rocky, but he's also got the kind of, he's got the like Stevie Wonderisms and that real heavy black music influence, which I just love. I love all that.
It's soul, bro, isn't it? It's just soul.
Yeah.
It's from there, like, yeah, I'm with you totally, brother. That's amazing.
Do you like the Adam Lambert addition to Queen?
I think he's perfect. I would never want a job. It's real. He's a freak. It's too high to sing like that all the time. I would need a holiday after every show. It's too high.
I watched it won me over. I watched the Netflix documentary.
Yeah, really good.
I thought it was great. I genuinely thought it was great. And I think there's loads of interviews I've seen lately which has really helped, where like Brian's proper put him over and said, he's not Freddie. Everybody just stop thinking he's Freddie. There is no other Freddie. He is Adam Lambert, and this is another version of Queen. And I'm like, since that's kind of gone round, it's resonated with me, and then I've watched more of their stuff, and I really I'm digging it now. Like, you know, that's why I'm excited to go and watch them live, because I want to feel that. We all know it's different on record to live. You know, you can really feel it, especially certain vocalists. They do hit you there, like, you know. So, but yeah, I'm digging it.
Them, and actually, I've seen them live a couple of times because a good friend of mine is the bass player in Queen now, a guy called Neil Fairclough, and Neil co-wrote the song "Inglorious," which is on our first album. So he actually co-wrote that song with myself and his brother-in-law and his sister, and he took me to go and see them. And I was kind of like everyone else. I was like, am I gonna dig this? Like, I've never seen Freddie, but I kind of was like, the only thing that I'd love, and like this is me being really picky, is if he was British. That would be my only problem. I just would love to see the lead singer of the biggest British rock band globally to be a Brit. That's my only thing. I don't like that we had to go to America to get one. That bugs me a little. I think if you looked hard enough, you'd probably find someone who could do it. But he's absolutely incredible. You know, it's the same way I wouldn't want an English person singing in Aerosmith. Do you know what I mean? It's the same.
That makes sense. Yeah,
American rock and roll band, British rock and roll band. Yeah, that's my only gripe with it.
That's mad you say that, because I've never thought that until right now. And
neither have I. Literally, as he's just said that, it's completely undone everything I just said about 5 minutes ago. I'm literally back hating it now. I'm like, nope, I don't want to go watch him. He's not British.
He's incredible, but even the name Queen is just it screams Britain, doesn't it? And I just Anyway, it's me being really picky.
Yeah.
So are you still hooking up with the guys as well, rehearsing, or are you going to have a break for a little bit now this year? Or
no, we are going to chill. Now we've done the album. We only kind of rehearse when we do a tour or when we're writing together, or everyone practices individually and we get together and it works. That's always been the great thing about this band, is that everyone is so prepped. So when we get together, and we have that magic, you know, like my drummer Phil is so monstrous. The little left-handed beaver, he just is so great. So to have him with me is amazing. I think we would have, if he would have left, I would have been really, really heartbroken, because he to me is the heart of this band. I'm the fluff, he's the heart. Do you know what I mean? I'm the hair. I'm not really important, but he actually is important.
I was trying to work out a similar sort of thing with me and you there, Ron.
That's what I was waiting now. I'm waiting for your next interview on your own, and I want to hear this off you. I want to hear it. I am a flap.
I can't put the fucking hair, can I? Fucking hair.
That's why I got that on, mate. I got the airy chest. That's there. That is. Yeah, that's the Welshness. That is.
We'll have to find something, bud.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that next interview now. I am the fluff. He is the man. He is the heart. That's what I want from you, man. And then you've got this bad boy. Let me just pull this up for you, Nathan. So you've got this.
Oh, God, they look great. Who are they?
So yeah, that's on sale now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on sale. All the tickets are on our website, inglorious.com. And yeah, what I would say about our shows, your shows, any band who you love, go and buy tickets because they're not that expensive. I know it's tough times at the minute, but you're only going to you're not going to lose that money. They're going to move the gig. Do you know what I mean? So it's a good investment. If we show the government that we're selling out these shows, it's going to put more pressure on them to get these frigging venues open. And let's get back to doing what we're supposed to be doing. We got to fill these venues more than ever. If you care about your local venue and you care about your bands that you've supported and you want to help them out, go and buy the ticket. Go and buy a ticket. We're not asking a lot. And let's show everyone that we're supposed to be back in these venues making lots of noise.
I love that. Love that.
Dude. I'm with you. So how many dates was on that tour then? There was quite a few.
I think it's 21, 22. God, it's a lot.
That's a lot of dates. Fair play.
Our biggest UK tour to date, and it's slightly smaller venues because we're doing more places. Right. And we haven't announced our support yet, which will be really cool when we do. So, yeah, everyone stay tuned for that. Yes, tickets bought. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, we're trying to instruct the rule of 6 on the tour, so you have to go to 6 shows. That's
we're going to pinch that off you. That's amazing.
Deary me. Anyway, I should leave you boys to it.
I've just seen a comment there. Someone said Ronnie and Shane are like Beavis and Butthead. Yeah.
Fantastic. Hey, I'll take that. If they were actually a success, they were, so I'll take that. There we go. Nathan, thanks for coming on, mate. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you properly, weirdly through the TV.
One day we'll have beer backstage or something.
I guarantee it, honestly now, and I when everything kind of goes back to some normality, we are going to catch up with everybody that we've spoken to on your off air. Have a big hug and genuinely look forward to playing some shows together as well. That'd be great.
I want to see you guys play. That's what's annoying me. You're definitely high on my list when this is all over. So looking forward to it.
No pressure. Oof. That's brilliant, Nathan. Thank you so much, mate, and take care. Anything you need, you know where we are, and we'll see you soon, mate.
You too, boys. Have a good one. Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Thank you, Nathan. Man, what a guest.
Awesome. I think my signal was a bit slow at the end there. I wasn't hearing much, but yeah, incredible character. Incredibly hard-working guy. You know, that backstory there. You know, he's done his apprenticeship, so to speak, and more success to him and the band, man. That's incredible.
That's what I mean, man. I said it earlier. I love this show for that reason. Nathan's somebody I have wanted to catch up with. I wanted to know his backstory. It's great to kind of know that he's battled. He's played those smaller clubs. He's played those smoky rooms, mate. We remember them. And to have the success that he has and to work with the people that he has, that's a real credit to keeping your head down and keep powering on, So I wish him all a great success. Please here's Inglorious's tour. Let me bring it back up again. There are so many dates on there, guys. If you check out their website, like Nathan said, buy a ticket, go and support music. Let's show the government that we are a big contribution towards the Royal Mint. I think that's the right term of it.
That's well put, bud. And don't forget, he's got an album out next year, Right to Nowhere. Their third album.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on their socials because he said he's going to let us know in about 3-4 weeks when the release date. I've been listening to some of their records, man. There's some bangers on there, man. Some real earworms. I think I put it on the story earlier. Where Are You Now? The riffs and it's his vocals with it as well. I love the way he sings the verse. Very, very cool vibe to that verse, Shane.
Yeah, the dude can sing anything. Like that's one of his talents, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? He can sing, like he was talking about certain singers that can sing anything. He's the same, man. He can sing emotionally, the sort of the show tunes, but then he just there's this grit and soul in him. He's flat out first class, bro. He's can
Yeah,
sing
man.
fair play.
Yeah, I look forward to meeting him, and like I said, really cool that he's got himself a new car. Beautiful part of the world as well. I love it down that way. And wish him all a great success. Let's bring on the boys. Let's here we go. There's Lloyd. There's Dave. And there's Shayna.
Evening. What's happening, everybody?
What? How you doing, boys? Do you enjoy that?
Yeah, man. Very interesting.
It's really cool, isn't it? I mean, some of the stories, like with David Coverdale, that's phenomenal. But it was nice to hear how hard and how much effort he's put into to carving his path, like, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Fair play. He's been and done it, like.
Hard work and raw talent.
Yeah, hats off to him.
Yeah, he's had a lot of love. Same as you guys, actually. Here they are. Hiya, guys.
Hiya.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, you guys.
I enjoyed that.
Cool.
What are you eating there, Dave? What are you eating, son?
Oh, I've been sitting there with I've had a glass of wine and a pack of Tyrrells.
That's the first, isn't it? Dave's eating on CrowCast.
Proper enjoying that. No, proper enjoying that interviews. Sitting there like I was in the cinema. Yeah.
Ice cream lady about that.
That would be quite handy, actually. Oh no, I got ice cream in the freezer. It's all good.
Yeah, man. Right, let's so boys, let's get your thoughts on Van Halen. I mean, we were talking about this before we come on. Let's just sort of talk about it now, get your thoughts about it, and we'll move forward, I guess, with tonight's show. But Lloyd.
That's just gutting, man. I mean, again, 65 is just too young. Way too young. I mean, fuck cancer. It's sick, man. It's horrible. I mean, that's too young. Way too young, man. I mean, that guy he's so fucking pioneering, like, you know?
Yeah.
That's the word, bro. Yeah, absolutely.
So pioneering.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy fucking played a guitar like I don't think anyone else had seen play guitar. I know you had like your Hendrix and all that, but he just took it to a different fucking level.
Well, I said to you earlier in the group, didn't I? I said what I see took off where Hendrix left off, you know?
Yeah.
In terms of that sort of like the guitar being like the main part of the band, you know?
Yeah, completely.
I don't know, he's sort of innovative, crossed all genres. He played in pop music like Michael Jackson and stuff as well, didn't he? And you know, I don't know. I just major respect for him, and like as far as gear and stuff goes, he's really innovative with that. And I can't say enough good things about him, man.
Didn't he?
I'm really getting.
Wasn't it Eddie Van Halen who done the Beat It riff?
Yeah. He did a lot of stuff with pop.
See, you can even hear that though, can you? You can hear that was
yeah.
I mean, it's just a fucking sad day for him, man. It's not right.
Yeah, man. It totally caught me by surprise when I heard that.
Yeah,
really
I mean, just jumping in, we literally went live minutes after. You can't write that. I mean, we went from joking around with endorsements and you saying how you wanted a EVH, and then I was like, "What did you say, EVH?" And like we were on about EVH.
Yeah.
And then literally that text landed then, and it came through, and it was like, "What?" So and then like Shane said, it was a good place to kind of leave it when we came on. We kind of addressed it, thought we'd bring it back up with you guys, and like Shane said, everybody's welcome to post their tributes on you, and if you've ever met him, if you've ever been to concerts and stuff like that, and there we are. Lee Evans, Peter Solo is just genius, and all laid down in one take. Wow.
I don't surprise me though.
you know, I kind of went down, made a quick cuppa before CrowCast, and I was like, I think I said to the missus, I was expecting them to do one last show at Download. Do you know what I mean? I think I said that maybe to you boys, or I don't know whether I got it. Yeah, I kind of thought, I don't know, their name has kind of been thrown up for years to come back, and so yeah, a bit of a shock, bit of a sad loss, and like I said to Shane, from my opinion, his music is immortalised, so complete legend.
Yeah. It's quite funny because when he went to make the cuppa, I ran upstairs and I said to Sam, I said, Eddie Van Halen's died. She said, who? I said, Eddie Van Halen. Oh, where does he live? I said, guitarist from Van Halen, you idiot. All right. I said, you know, I started singing, jump.
Yeah, man, big respect.
Eddie Van
Big
Halen.
respect. Big respect that ain't for me.
Where does he live?
Where does he live? He thought it was all about somebody's wrong year, like.
Old Eddie, man.
We used to call our old bass player that, didn't we? Eddie Van Halen. Old Eddie. That's how the name. I'm sure that's how the Eddie came, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is that yes? Is that yes, Shane? Or
yes, I do confirm that, but
so there we are.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Well, keep a
music will live on, as everyone said. So
well, yeah, keep a tributes coming in, guys. You know, spread the love and that. But we're gonna. What about we chat about Germany, boys? This weekend we are heading to Germany.
Yeah.
Yes. It's been a crazy week, hasn't it, boys? Because obviously since the last CrowCast, a few things changed. I had a few text messages and a few worries about the landing in Germany and quarantine, and so yeah, a few adjustments are being made. We're having to go for tests prior to the flight. So it's all different and strange and new, but we are going to Germany thanks to Yurik as well. Everybody at Yurik Records for totally being on this and behind it. The efforts have been great. Digby, Mike, Dan, Tom, Lewis. Yeah. It's really been exciting times. So everybody's battling, everybody's trying to make it happen, and Friday we should be in the air and on our way to Rock Palast.
Wearing masks.
Bonn. Is it Bonn? Is that how you pronounce it?
Bonn.
Bonn?
Yeah. I think Bon Scott.
Bon. Yeah, man, I can't wait for it.
It's our first time in Germany.
Yeah.
And you know, the German rock scene is incredible, isn't it? So there is I've seen a couple of their streams for Rock Palast, and there does seem to be a few people in there sitting down, sort of socially distant and stuff. So
yeah, I was watching a few earlier.
I like how fucking get up when they like.
There was one from 2020. It was a full audience. I don't know if that was because it had been uploaded in 2020, but was a previous show, or
I don't know.
Yeah, can't remember the group, but I was watching it earlier. But
Nah, it's gonna be really good, man. It's gonna be really good.
Looks slick. Looks really slick. Sounds amazing as well.
I think yet again, it's just a really cool period of trying to make something happen in such hard times as well. Like we tried to do the drive-through shows. We're just constantly always trying to think of stuff to do as other bands are, and it's just a privilege to be asked to go and play over there. And you know, like I said, Saturday night will be exciting. Then we'll be on live TV broadcasting across Europe, and so yeah. What's Shelley put by you? Do something with the tickets for the week. You may get an audience. Oh wow, I didn't know that, Shelley. So yeah, you might be right, Shane. There might be a small capacity. That could be exciting, boys. Jesus Christ.
People.
Yeah.
What do they look like?
Ron, it'd be like that time me and you went to the pub after recording.
Oh, look, everybody's so nice.
Probably it's been so long, you'll end up freezing. Like,
who are you? What are you doing here? How'd you get in here? It's going to be good.
Can't wait.
You excited about it, Shane?
Yeah, it's going to be good. I more think about the tests we got to go and do. What day we got to go? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Just to to be led into Germany.
Yeah.
That's right. When you're gonna have something jammed down your throat, Shane, you'll be fine.
Oh, it's not the throat I'm worried about, but it's the nose, and and I'm not too fond of fucking doctors.
Back up. What do you mean up your nose?
Yeah, they take something from the back of your throat, and they take something
from the
sinus as well.
No.
Nose.
No. Nothing's going up my nose.
We ain't going to Germany, but.
Well, good luck, boys.
Have a good one.
Get Nathan back in here. Get Nathan back.
Well, you don't like it up the nose, do you?
Who does, Ron? Who does? Tell me the lyric. Give me the lyric. What's the next lyric? It's lyric time. Tell me the lyric. Give me the lyric. What's the next lyric? It's lyric time. What's the next line?
Disappear.
Right. Today's competition, basically, this is for a choice. Basically, because there's quite a few people on here now that have got some of our merch. It's a choice of one of these.
It's nice.
Oh yeah, remember that, boys? There's people in them fucking
vintage tour T-shirt.
Yeah. Or are those damn crows travel mug? Your choice. And the lyric is, too late to run, you got nowhere to hide. Too late to run, you got nowhere to hide. What's the next line? Go.
Completely shit myself then, because I lost you then for a second, mate. I was thinking, what's going on? So I didn't know. Just kind of lost you for 2 seconds, and you appeared down the bottom of the screen. So
Oh,
I thought yeah, but it's okay. We've heard the competition, which is fabulous. That's brilliant. It was just literally like in that song, it glitched, and then you kind of popped up at the bottom. So I was a little bit worried that. I was a bit worried that the stream had gone, and then Dave said something. I was like, "Oh, I think he's seen it too." So yeah, that's all right. That was all right. That's all right. Resume business as normal, I suppose.
Oh, there we go.
That's fantastic. That's before it gets pointed out. Over to you, David. Let's hope this doesn't glitch.
What's the next fact? What's the next fact? What's the next fact? Oh, no, cut out. Oh, shit. Get back in.
Get your own fucking song, Dave.
Every week, but every fucking week. He's on the wine now.
So if any shut up, this is my time, this is my screen, right?
Are you hammered? He's fucking hammered, isn't he? He's absolutely hammered. He's fucking hammered. Look at his eyes. It's only and he is fucking ruined.
MC hammered.
Shut up and listen, right? Or fucking punch you, fucking slag.
You fucking wino. Wino.
Right. So if anyone thinks the USA is going to shit now, check this out, right? In 1994, right, listen. In 1994, they designed a bomb, right, called the halitosis bomb, which they thought if they dropped it behind enemy lines, it would turn the enemy gay, and they'd start making out with each other, and thus lose the battle or the war. That is fucked up.
I'm going with bollocks, Dave.
I'm going with Dave's
pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't put it past the fucking Yanks.
You wouldn't put it past them.
Honestly, the halitosis bomb is an experimental pheromone bomb proposed by the US Air
Pheromone.
Force Research Laboratory in 1994. It was
Pheromone.
dropped behind enemy lines, and it was supposed to have caused soldiers to suddenly become gay and powerfully sexually attracted to each other. It didn't work.
Evidently not.
Obviously, it's little bollocks.
I didn't make it up this week, right?
Well, that's definitely true.
Is it?
I don't know. You tell me. You just said you didn't make it up.
No, I didn't make it up. I mean, you know.
Stop this drink.
Another bottle, Dave.
That guy. Gifts are welcome.
It's bad breath. They're all still rolling in.
Wikipedia agrees with Dave. There we are.
Yeah, anyone can edit that, though, can't he? Perhaps you went on and edited it.
Oh, it's true. The Misch has spoken.
Go on, John. Back me up.
Yeah, hang on. Right, what's true is they may have wanted to do that, but there's no way that would make people gay. That's
I mean, yeah, but the point is, who the fuck thinks of something like that? Like, it just shows the mentality of the fucking US, like people in, like,
With anything for a win.
sounds like something like a little school kid would like design or something in the back of their school book or something. Do you know what I mean? Oh, the gay bomb.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe they had one of them like recess hours in school. Somebody came up with a special bomb we can make. Maybe that's where it come from, Dave.
Can you imagine how we were on tour and someone just chucked a bit of that pheromone in the back of the bus? You'll be fucked, literally.
I'm game if you are, boys. I'll try anything once.
Oh,
There it is.
cool.
Oh,
Lethal chemical weapons that the United States Air Force research.
So the bottom, Lloyd, isn't it?
No, I did say earlier.
Well, there we are then.
Pheromone. 2 bottles of pheromone, please.
Drink
Okay.
that.
2 bottles of pheromone. Please. Oh, you mean pheromone?
Oh, good.
You
You keep drinking, oh, Dave. You keep drinking.
No, don't you worry.
Oh, I can't wait for the next one. For people that are watching, we don't.
As you were.
We don't sort of screen these. Like Dave has just got rule. So this is the first time we're hearing it as well. So maybe we should screen these.
Thing is, though, if you started screening them, it just come across. It wouldn't come across as rogue, would it? Do you know what I mean?
Won't come across as pissed.
That's the whole excitement of the whole thing, isn't it? It's like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Oh, there's definitely that. You can definitely see my house doing that. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Anyway, right. Let's go back to the competition. What's the next line? Find out who won. It looks like it's going to be. Oh, let me tell you what the answer. I do this every week, don't I? Let me tell you what the answer is. The line was too late to run, you got nowhere to hide. The next line that follows is you made a grave mistake. There's lots of people that said the right lyric, but it's going to go to Wendy Jones.
Hey.
Congratulations, Wendy.
Well done, Wendy.
Send us which one you want, really. Let us know. The t-shirt or the travel mug. And if it's a t-shirt, what size? Congratulations, love.
Well done, Wendy. Let's give something else away, should we, Shane?
Okay.
Oh, it's
Oh,
back.
let's do a crow wheel.
Whoa.
This is basically a choice of whatever you want on our web store. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Who's gonna be?
Here we go.
Debbie Corey.
Well done.
Debbie.
Well done, Debbie.
Well done, Debbie.
Congratulations.
And what has Debbie won?
Anything she wants from the web store.
Oh, that's amazing. Fair play.
Mm.
We're going to be skint.
We are.
We are skint. There we are. Well done, Debbie.
Well done, Debbie. Let us know what you want, lovely.
Let's go for round 2 then. Come on then, Dave. Let's go for round 2.
Whoa, now.
Whoa.
Now, round 2. Crack on.
Have a look at Peter Griffiths' comment.
It's round 2.
I know. Dave's going to be hilarious on the German beer.
We get a song.
No.
Singing mention.
Right. Shut up and listen.
Dave's back with a brand new edition.
Gotta hold it tightly.
Fucking those eyes.
Like a absolutely nightly.
Oh my god.
Right.
Hang on, Dave, do that again.
Hey, I was up at 4:30 this morning, right? That's why my eyes are like this. Anyway, the name for Oz in The Wizard of Oz was thought up when the creator, Frank Baum, he looked at his filing cabinet and saw A to N, next down O to Z. That's it. Wizard of Oz. Fuck it. Cut the fucking corner. Job done.
Cutting corners, Dave.
I like that one, Dave.
Mm.
I like
Fuck
that
it, innit? Fuck it. Oz, fuck it, I'll do. Fucking sign her off next.
You sure you
Wizard
didn't
of
direct
Oz.
that?
I like it. Dave. Bit of anarchy. I like it.
The worst thing is, I'm laughing. I didn't hear half of that because I'm just hearing fuck it. It fucking cracked me up. I couldn't even look at him, and I was like, I don't know what he's gonna do. Fuck it. Go on, one more time for me, Dave. I caught a bit of it. Go on.
Right, so the Wizard of Oz, the name
Yes.
Oz came from the creator of it, was looking through his filing cabinet, and one drawer was A to N, the next was O to Z, and he went, Oz, fuck it, Wizard of Oz.
Wow.
So it could have
He
been.
probably at the end, his deadline was due on a fucking Friday, and it was Thursday, and he was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Oz, fuck it, I'll do. Wizard of Oz, fucking O to Z, job done. Fucking, let's go to the pub.
I like it.
Yeah.
You sure you haven't been to the fucking pub? Or?
I
Good
love
one.
Might be the cinema,
Very
don't we?
much.
Dave's actually correct. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all coming in. Dave is hysterical.
You laughing at me or with me though? That's the question.
Love it. Yeah, correct, Dave. They're all loving that, mate. They love that one. I never knew that fact. Still not up there with the Peppers that rock my world, and the Crickets. I mean, fucking hell, the Crickets. That was next level. Did you know? If we were
Next
going to do a
level shit.
best bits of Dave's, did you know?
Yeah, that's going to be on the best of.
It would be Crickets and Peppers so far for
Yeah.
me. I would definitely.
John Mitch, 2 in a row. Well done. Thank you very much, John.
Whoa, Dave's on fire. So Shane's nose when we get those testings. I'm having vision some fucking strapping green all down. It ain't going to my nose. It ain't fucking going up my nose. Social distancing, motherfucker.
Yeah. Happening. I'm telling you. Happening.
It'll be like the such things in Gladiators. They're like, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's loving the Tic Tacs. I forgot about the Tic Tacs, Dave. Dave is hilarious tonight.
You can't even remember them ones.
Skittles, do you remember that one, Dave?
I remember Skittles, Tic Tacs, and fucking the fuck.
What was TikTok?
Tic Tacs.
I don't remember.
I come up with the one.
Better watch Dave on the old Blue Nun.
Funny enough, Chris, I do not like German wine. Can't
Thank God for
drink
that.
German wine.
Thank God for that.
Well,
Yeah.
we'd be the judge of that by Saturday, though.
Depends if Digby gets his card out, I might sample a bit. Like,
Oh, bloody hell. Shiner, before we go to you, mate, how was the politics this week? Did you see the Instagram post and all of that? The old vote, Shiner?
I did. I was enjoying my little tight grey suit there in my recording studio. Whoever done that photo. But yeah. Have I had any more votes this week? I was up to 3 last week. Have we gone up in numbers?
Oh, I think you've got quite a good following going at the moment, mate. There's
I think
definitely
you've got a seat in Parliament, no, Shane?
yeah, there's definitely push for your campaign. I'm pretty sure we can get some sponsorship and get it backed and start forming some sort of colour for you and
Buy you a nice new cabinet.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll have a shadow one of them, won't I? I get a shadow cabinet or something, don't I? In number 10 or something. Speaking of that, I had an interesting conversation with my dad this afternoon. I said, where we go for the test is not far off from number 10, is it? So I said, while we're there, I'll pop down. I'll go to sort them out. All my dad said he was, fuck that, give him a rope.
straight to the point, like.
Yeah. So I think probably that's where my dark sense of humor comes from.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's not you. It's Dave cracking me up going, fuckhead.
I know. Dave's coming along nicely. Dave, you could be my second in command, but
petrol bomb in my hand, but I'll be there.
Well, right, before we get switched off by YouTube or something,
I'm the crazy one.
Conspiracy, fucking to overthrow the government.
Go on, Shane.
Ron, check out that comment from Janine.
Let's go.
Janine Amanda. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's the same swab used to do both of your throat and then up your nose. What? No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep. I've been watching YouTube videos.
I'm guessing the throat first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
so
it's not the anus at the same time. We'd be all right.
So for anybody catching up now, what we're talking about is Germany's still on. We had a lot of messages. Everybody's saying about the regulations have changed. Does it affect the show going out there? Yurik, yet again, like I said earlier, been fantastic. Everybody's been busy behind the scenes. So we are getting up to a private test, and Shane is now finding out that it is going right up his nose after being in his throat, or is it up the nose then in the throat? Is it either way? Shane doesn't like it up the nose. We're discovering this live. He's just realised to actually get on the plane with Mr. T there, who doesn't like planes, do you, Shiner?
No, they no. That's all I can say about that one.
Yeah, so Shiner doesn't like planes, and Shane doesn't like long cotton bud swabs up his nose. So
just for the record, they can shove it in any hole they want. I don't give a shit. Get it done, innit?
Oh, you're fucking wrecked.
And for anybody else who's tuning in, Dave is absolutely bollocks.
Yeah, and also Dave doesn't like human wine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's 3.
Yeah, take one for the team, Shane. Rah, rah, rah.
You know I will.
Oh, there we are. There's confirmation. Yes, it's the same swab. They do the throat first, then the nose. Ooh. So, yeah, we got to be tested 48 hours before we go, and then we're allowed to enter Germany, and more importantly, we're allowed home. That is the main thing. So, obviously, if we all test negative, we will be rocking out in Rockpalast, and then we will be flying home on Sunday. So, and then we can share the whole adventure with everybody next Tuesday on episode 30. 30 episodes of the CrowCast.
Big 30.
And with that all said and done, we've got a lot of stuff to do, and Shane's got a lot of nightmares to have now over the next 24 hours. So, fabulous.
Ladies and gentlemen, one-liner shiner.
Just before I get to that, just to answer Harriet's question, I've already got Valium, love. I'm good. So,
Moving on.
yeah, moving on. Moving on to my one-liner. Right, so here we go.
It's going to be interesting, Shane, this is.
No, it's quite an artful one, this one. There's no right or wrong in art. Art is chaos just taking shape.
Exactly.
And then there's Dave.
So, yeah, and that's what wine does to you kids.
Well done, China. Absolutely outstanding segment. You did your own work, and you did us proud, son. Well done.
Not like me, you fucked it up.
And you did it sober, Shiner. Well done, son.
Well done.
I did.
Well done,
I've been sober now, boys, for a long time. That's it. Keep the applause coming. Keep it coming.
Everybody at home, hashtag vote China. And if you want to support the band, we don't do tipping until it's the takeover episode. So get onto our merch store, www.thosedamncrows.com. You can get a link to our big cartel. Trying to find the link, and if you go onto YouTube, you can subscribe, hit the notification, and like us on Facebook. We've got Devil in My Pocket flasks, t-shirts. There's a Send a Reaper t-shirt, which is really slow loading, sorry. thosedamncrows.bigcartel.com, and the CrowCast t-shirt. So yeah, if you're looking for ways to support the band, go onto our merch store. Anything anybody would like to add?
No, just thanks everyone.
Stay safe out there, everybody.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
See you in Germany.
Thank you, Nathan James, for coming on. Episode 30 next week, and we'll talk all about Germany. Thank you.